Nice to see you today, Jordan. How's your elbow feeling?
It's still a little sore, but it feels better.
Okay, I'll stretch it out for you. Okay, see you tomorrow next session.
Alright, thank you.
This is some of the things that I do as a physical therapist. Hello, my name is Jacob Eilert, and I'm a physical therapist. Physical therapists are known for helping people recover after surgery or after a really bad sprain. Even though the career has one of the lowest starting salaries in its field, I enjoy having it and helping people every day. As a physical therapist, you get the satisfaction of helping people every day after you work. The education required for a PT is a bachelor's degree in a field related to that degree. Then after you go to PT school for 3 more years to get your doctoral in physical therapy, or DPT. An average day for me starts around 9 a.m. I go to work from 9 a.m. to 12, and I have patients that usually take from 30 minutes to an hour each session. After each session, I go to a new patient, and then at 12 I have a 45-minute lunch break, and then from 4 to 5 I check emails and finish up with my last patients. I'm always on call, so I can go in after hours to work. My top 3 career choices was a physical therapist, an orthopedic surgeon, and an athletic trainer. I chose these 3 professions because you get to help people every day, and you get the satisfaction of getting them back on their feet and walking in or whatever they missed doing. My opportunity cost. The opportunity cost is the loss of what you gain from the other options when one is chosen. I chose physical therapist over orthopedic surgeon because as an orthopedic surgeon, you work 8 to 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you're always on call. As a physical therapist, you're on call, and as I said, as my average day. And the reason I chose physical therapist over athletic trainer is because athletic trainer, you're only working with like sports, and you're always around sports, which is not a bad thing. But as a physical therapist, you meet more people in your day. So there's always positive and negative incentives to my job. A positive incentive is, like I said, you get to help people every day. You get a decent amount of money, and you encourage people to accomplish their goals. Some negative incentives that you're always being on call, you can always miss family time. Scheduling out of hours, so like if my day ends at 4 and another patient comes in late, I can always help them. And a non-motivated patient. If you have a non-motivated patient, then it's not really good because you're trying to help them, but they don't want to get helped. And now for my budget. I make $60,000 a year, which comes out to $5,000 monthly. For housing, I pay $793.50. For transportation, I pay $441.97. Utilities comes out to $370. Taxes, I pay $1,337.50. Food, I pay $280. Medical insurance, I pay $0 for because my work pays for it. School loans are paid for by my parents, so I pay also $0. And toiletries, I pay $80. And discretionary, I pay $1,697.03, mostly because of my savings. And now onto my pie graph. My pie graph is divided into 7 parts instead of 9 because medical insurance and school loans aren't on there. I have discretionary at 34%, and this is mainly your wants, not your needs. And then I have taxes at 27%, which is mainly my federal income tax and my state income tax. Then I have housing at 16%. Housing is a little less because I split an apartment with a roommate. Then it goes to transportation at 9%. It's a little low because I live 15 miles away from my work, so gas is a lot cheaper than maybe some of the other people. And then it goes to utilities at 7%. All my utilities are split with my roommate except my phone bill. Then it goes to food at 5%. Food is, me and my roommate also pay for food, so that's why it is a little low. And then toiletry at 2% because no one wants a smelly physical therapist. Now for my trade-offs. I gave up free time to always be on call to make a little more money. I gave up a new car to buy a used 2009 Acura for 2 pets, a micro bulldog and a teacup pig.
Oh boy.
And I gave up having a house alone to split the cost with a roommate. On my resume, I go to the University of Kansas until 2024. to get my bachelor's degree in psychology. And then I go to the University of Kansas Medical Center for 3 more years to get my doctoral in physical therapy. Dr. Johnston was a PT that I assisted while I was in the University of Kansas Medical Center. I also helped my high school athletic trainer, Al Green. For my letter of application, I wrote to Dr. Fleming, a PT at University of Kansas Hospital in Kansas City, Kansas. I'm applying for a PT position here, in which I only and my letter of application talks about how my skills are some of the skills that he listed on the job requirement. And now for my 5 website. My first website is a therapy website, and it talks about the education required for a physical therapist and a daily routine for a PT. Next is the University of Kansas website, which talks about the degrees. We talked about my degrees and how long I would have to go for the schooling. Next was the American PT Association website, which talked about a couple disadvantages of a physical therapist, and it really opened my eyes and kind of just showed me the bad side of being a physical therapist. My fourth website was the Money Ranking website and advice, and it just gave general information about a PT. And the next was the health website, and what I should expect as I'm being a physical therapist. Now for my 2 articles. My first article that I found talked about how and what a physical therapy is used for and when it is used. And my second article that I found was the JOPET article, which had the latest news on PTs around the area. Overall, physical therapy helps people recover after surgery or after a bad sprain. I chose this career because you get to help people and meet new people every day. Even though I don't get a great salary, it's more about the people and not about the money.